Hey Libra, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below your video. All right, welcome Libra. Happy solar return. Happy birthday. Happy eclipse season. This is a powerful time for you. Not only is this your season, but we also have Libra currently in the South Node on a collective or global energy. So this is a really big time for finding that balance, releasing any blocks that cause a little bit of disruption in your scales, Libra. And that's what your key theme for the month of October is all about. You have this Taurus energy and Scorpio, which both show up at the end of the month. And this is a really big time for you. Yes, all month long, but specifically during the eclipse phases. Now, Scorpio goes into the new season around the 23rd of October. And then we have that Taurus partial eclipse. That is part of a series of eclipses along the Scorpio-Taurus axis. And this is the final eclipse in that series. So this is time to bring something home, go all the way. It's a time for completion, a time for fruition, and really taking something to the next level. So your key themes, Libra, for the month of October, you have know your worth with this Taurus energy. And then you also have release your blocks with this Scorpio energy. So some of you could have strong Scorpio or Taurus placements. We also have here Libra energy. We have Virgo. We also have Sagittarius and more Taurus. So like I said, the end of the month for you is going to be very transformative. It doesn't mean that the beginning isn't going to be for you, but I definitely see a lot more action towards mid to end of the month. So we're going to take a dive and see what some of these blocks are for you. I'm getting here insecurities. I also feel triggers. Now, some of you may feel that other people have really been triggering you or pushing your buttons. That is something you're finding a solution within yourself this month. You're finding more peace because you see here that he is finding balance. He also, I don't know what yoga pose this is here, but I feel like he's finding that balance. He's standing on one foot and his hands are above his head. So he also is bringing in that energy of wisdom through the crown chakra, through channeling divine messages. So a lot of you are connecting to your higher self, your intuitive side. A lot of you have heightened sensitivities, heightened gifts, whether you are psychic, you're a healer, you could be a medium, you may be empathic. So a lot happening here for you this month. I also get that you're working and have been working on your solar plexus chakra. This is in your belly region, and this has to do with your power, your self-worth. This is about you shining your light into the world. And I'm getting here the phrase on top of the world. So I'm not sure if that's a song or if that could even be something that you see. Maybe it's on a billboard on top of the world, or some of you actually may be hiking or you're climbing or you are in some sort of heightened energy or heightened environment where it feels like you're able to see something from a new angle or from a higher perspective. It wouldn't surprise me to see the giraffe energy showing up for you because I'm getting giraffe. Okay. And that could also bring in more balance for you as well by being able to see things from all different points of view. So around that eclipse energy, full solar eclipse and new moon in Libra, we have on the 14th, this is about trust. Some of you Librans have a really difficult time with trust Maybe it's because you have been betrayed. This could be trusting your own intuition. It could be trusting that the universe has your back, right? But this Virgo energy says, trust that all will be well. Whatever is happening here in your life, Libra, is happening for you, for your growth, for your evolution. This is about how you respond and being able to find a balance, which you're showing up right in the middle of your reading mid-month. Some of you may have birthdays. I'm getting the 14th. I also heard the 10th, which is a powerful day in itself. Pluto, I believe, goes direct on the 10th. I also just heard the 5th and the 21st, which is actually my birthday as well. So who's my birthday twin out there? Raise your hand. But we do have a lot more balance coming in here for you, Libra. Now we have, oh my gosh, we have literally Sagittarian energy that says, see the big picture. Maybe that's that giraffe energy that I was just picking up on, because I don't look at these, I go forward with you. But this is coming in around the end of the month, because this is your end of the month pile here. So as we navigate closer towards that full moon in Taurus and that partial lunar eclipse, you're able to see what you could not see before, right? You're able to get a little bit of wisdom and insight on something that you were second guessing. You may have been even second guessing. Is this my intuition? Is this my emotions? Is this based on a trigger? Is this something that is even relevant to what's happening here? So there was some questioning and some weighing up of options. And this is so interesting as well, Libra, because for those of you that may have Virgo in your chart, or if you are Virgo cuspers, I actually seen this moon with the rainbow around it in that reading. So you may want to check that out if that resonates with you. But there's something that's being illuminated to you this month where you're able to view it from a different perspective, and it's going to help you respond in a different way. Okay, so this is really powerful. Now, a little bit of a bonus energy of what you cannot see coming, what your guides want you to know, and messages from the divine. You have this Taurus energy. I mean, wow, look at this. You have double Taurus showing up here, which we do have that Taurus showing up at the end of the month, but some of you have strong Taurus placements, or you're just embracing the end of the month energy, which is about bringing something home, right? Bringing it all the way. Be proud of yourself. This is about you being proud of all that you are, all that you've accomplished on many different levels, not just physically or materialistically. This is emotionally. This is, within your relationships with others, with family, with relationships with self. This is all about you being proud of your spiritual awareness. This is about you being able to take a challenge and see the silver lining within it, how you grew, how you learned, how you were able to navigate through those ups and downs. So be proud of yourself here, Libra. Spirit is, your higher self is. Let the ego within you as well be proud, because I feel like this, I don't want to say in a gloating or egotistical way, but I actually feel like you can have this healthy ego, right? So I feel like there is something here. You're saying, yes, I did do this. And there's nothing wrong with that. We need to do that more. But so many times it gets looked at in a wrong way, right? And that's based on someone else's projections or based on someone else's insecurities, right? If you want to gloat in a way and say, yes, I created this book, I put it out there, I accomplished it, I'm so proud of myself. It's okay for you to do that. But some of you have been ridiculed, you've been criticized, you've been ostracized. There's been a lot of negativity around your gifts or around your accomplishments or around your talents. So be proud of every step that you've taken along the way, because every step, even if it was a step in the wrong direction, quote wrong, which really is a beautiful lesson in disguise, right? Be proud of yourself because you've learned and you've grown. So that's kind of what I get here. Now let's take a look at the great reveal. What is showing up for you, Libra? What you don't see coming? What is being exposed? We have the spirit whisperer, divine guidance, and higher knowing. So there's definitely a higher knowing within you, and you won't question, is this my ego? Is this my intuition? Is this based on conditioning? You're going to have a clear knowing, and you're not going to second guess it, is what I'm seeing here for you. Let's get one more card, please. I just heard again, on top of the world, okay? We have the High Lady of Love and Compassion. I mean, you are, after all, ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about love and compassion. Let's take a look here. You have... oh my gosh. Wow. You have so much. You can't make this up. And literally Virgo received a lot of these same messages, and I shuffle really well in between, but these came out together. The Keeper of the Scales. That's you, Libra, the map maker of destiny. This is all about your purpose. It's about authentic purpose, inspiration, free will, fairness and balance, right? So a lot of you, you're tipping the scales. You're creating your destiny at this time, but tipping the scales not to create an imbalance, but it could be a moment of uncertainty or a moment of disarray in order, in the grand scheme of things or in the bigger picture of things, to bring it all into balance. I hope that makes sense. Now, you also have here the Winged Wise Ones. I mean, after all, you are an air sign, so some of you are really seeing a lot of activity around birds, possibly feathers, angelic help, right? This is all about miraculous aid. And then you have the High Lady of Love and Compassion. It's about kindness, reverence, and consideration. It's also card 1, which represents that magician, but also new beginnings, leadership, and courage. So, wow, Libra, you have so much happening here for you. Now, with the Spirit Whisperer, it's card 3, which is Empress energy, and Taurus and Libra are ruled by, that Empress rules Taurus and Libra, which we see showing up here for you. And I feel like you have this heightened inner awareness at this time. This heightened inner awareness is actually allowing you to release these blocks, which we'll pull some tarot cards and see what some of these are, but we may have already mentioned. Some of them are conditions that have been brought to you by external situations. It may be insecurities, low self-worth. This can be even knowing that you can be recompensed, you can be compensated for your time, your love, your energy, your efforts, because some of you have really struggled with finding the balance in what you give, getting back. And we shouldn't necessarily give receiving or expecting, right? Because expectations, they really can be the root of evil, but expectations can set us up for disappointment. So when you truly give without receiving anything in return, that's when it comes pouring in. And that's what you are learning at this time here, Libra. So you're being divinely guided to follow your true soul's north. You see, there's the white owl. And the white owl here is bringing you clarity, is bringing you innocence, but also bringing you a new peaceful beginning. So I'm really loving that you are taking the steps here and trusting in your higher power. And the reason why I say you're trusting is because you do have here this High Lady of Compassion and Kindness, and you have consideration. So you're considering both options. That's part of the Libra scales, right? Regardless of where Libra is in your chart, you're considering both options, but you're staying kind to yourself. And there is reverence here. There is integrity here. So you're definitely staying in that energy of love and compassion. Therefore, when you stay in that energy of love and compassion, it's going to help guide you and move you forward. Now, showing up here with this eclipse energy, or around the 14th or so of October, you have the Keeper of the Scales and you have the Map Maker of Destiny. And we're going to read to you both of these messages because I just read this one in Virgo as well. And it's really, really powerful. And so you're getting a taste of that. A lot of you, you're shifting your life in a big, big way. Now, I'm talking not so much tower. I don't feel like this is a tower. I almost get more of that Wheel of Fortune, possibly Justice, even a little bit of the Hierophant energy, because I feel like you're taking a look at everything you've learned up until this point, and I feel like you are shifting and altering, right? You're shifting and altering what's working, what's not. What do I believe to be true for me? Or is that based on, again, conditioning or the egoic self? So not that it's, right or wrong, but I feel like you are examining, which is a trait that you have, right? Weighing up the pros and cons, the balance, trying to find fairness and truth, finding a way to bring about a sense of purpose within it all. So let's take a look and clarify here. We're going to go with the Keeper of the Scales first, card 18. I mean, some of you could be born on the 3rd. You may be 38 years old, 24. You may be born on the 24th or the 1st. All right, Libra, what do we have here with the Keeper of the Scales, which is you? I also just heard here 28. So that could be symbolic for some of you as well. All right, now this energy is all about you, but it has to do with harmony, right? The law of harmony is enacted when the Keeper of the Scales comes to you as an ally. Align with her, as the law states, making conscious choices that create balance in your life. When you do, you also magically align with the abundance in the universe and the powerful forces of synchronicity. This creates conditions and possibilities that lead to the fulfillment of your highest intentions. Yeah, highest intentions is what you are wanting to kind of balance up right now. You're saying, even if I have to go through a short period of disarray, if it's for my highest good, I'm willing to do the work. Harmony begins with the self and then resonates outward to others. You're in harmony with yourself when you nurture yourself with love, respect, and acceptance, always fully taking responsibility for your actions. Only then can you be in harmony with others, Libra. This is because love is the central force that connects all of life and aligns you with like-minded others. And also, Libran rules the heart chakra, which is the center of love. Another message is restoration and the positive, fair resolution in all disputes, including those involving the legal system or other important exchanges. The Keeper of the Scales is a just and kind ally, always making sure balance is activated on your path, right? So for those of you that are still going through a little bit of the blockages, right? Maybe events are turning your life upside down at this time. Maybe you feel dizzy, you feel confused. Maybe you feel like life is unfair. It says, are others getting ahead? Or I just read it, others getting in your head, even though that's not what it says. That's exactly how I read it. So Libra, some people, it may feel like others are getting in your head at this time. It says, could your ego be throwing things off? Your pride and self-centeredness may be weighing down the scales. Another message could pertain to the behavior of others throwing your life out of whack. Are you around drama that causes you to become ungrounded and caught up in it? The Keeper of the Scales says that it's time to take a break. Do whatever is necessary to bring yourself back into balance. Let go of all people, behaviors, or conditions that bring you into disharmony. You'll be very grateful when balance is restored and you're off the roller coaster, which is what I see happening for you in the month of October. Is yes, it may have felt like a roller coaster, Libra, but remember that what goes around comes around, and justice will be served one way or another, and harmony is actually going to be restored in a big way here for you. Now we also have the map maker of the destiny, and I really like this map maker because it shows up as the ally, which is your friend, and it shows up as the challenger. So it's duality and it's polarity. It's actually, opposites that kind of bring in the energy of oneness, of balance here. So it's card 24. When the map maker of destiny appears, it's a sign that you're being given an opportunity to transform fate into destiny. At birth, Libra, each human being is given a unique map with myriad paths that intersect with one another. Your map of destiny shows all places you are meant to visit, places where you will be challenged to evolve into the highest aspects of yourself. Remember that you are a spark of the divine come to earth to experience itself in human form. As such, your path is unique. It's also somewhat preordained, and fate represents the events in your life that were meant to happen that you can't change. But fate is transformed into destiny according to how you respond to your circumstances. And this is a common theme coming up. Remember, how you respond puts out that ripple effect and can really tip those scales or drag those scales down. As such, your path is unique. Let's see here. Destiny offers you the ability to make great opportunities out of fated experience. So free will and choice are possible at certain points in your map. Now is one of those times, Libra. You're faced with a relationship or a circumstance brought to you by fate. How you respond will lead you into your perfect destiny. Your ally may assume the form of a soulmate, come to heal your heart, and may be your companion. Perhaps your challenger makes you face the things within you that you must change in order for you to express your highest good. Maybe fate brings you an ally in the form of a wonderful new project, or a challenger in the form of a failed business. No matter which form they take, all are perfect expressions of fate inviting you into your destiny. Pay attention as your map unfolds now, Libra, and remember that fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which you engage in your journey. And that's what is showing up. That's what you're able to see at this time. It's almost like the veil is lifting here for you, right? This eclipse season is opening up the veil of what you cannot see before, and it's giving you a little bit of taste into what can manifest for you based on some of the decisions that you make. It's also a time for you to see it from all different angles so you can decide what you want your path to look like, right? So sometimes we carry that energy we're not able to see, which is why a lot of people watch these videos, right? Why a lot of people go to psychics or seers or people who can see the future. You want to know the outcome. We are human-driven creatures that want to be prepared for the unknown, because that can be one of our greatest fears, is the unknown. But you yourself are getting a glimpse into this. We always have access to our Akashic records. We have access, but we don't always trust, right? And that trust piece is coming in here. But I also feel they're literally showing me the curtains being pulled open for you to get a sweet taste of the opportunities that are in front of you if you were to go in this path or this path. Because again, how you react, how you respond is creating a lot of shifts, a lot of paradigm shifts for you, Libra. Now you have this angelic help, miraculous aid. For those of you who have been wishing upon a star, for those of you who've been asking for a miracle, or you've been praying to your angels or to your guides, this is the month where the stars are kind of opening up for you, and you have the opportunity to step into this portal, if you will. And I feel for you, you are an air sign, right? The wisdom coming in is just powerful. And I feel like you are tapping in. Libra, do you feel the power within you, right? Do you feel that there are shifts happening all around? Some of you are feeling it in the body, such as tingliness, right? And please seek medical professional guidance if need be. But some of you are feeling these ascension symptoms, or, shifting of paradigms or energy by feeling tingliness in the hands, the fingers, the body, even the heart center. There could be a warming effect over the heart. Some of you are feeling that tingling in the crown chakra. You may be receiving downloads where your ear starts to buzz, starts to hum, or just feels a million miles away at times. Some of you are getting itchy hands and itchy feet. Pay attention to that as well. I'm also getting here, the body may be showing up in the form of a certain, I don't want to say a rash, because it doesn't necessarily look like a rash, but it could be that maybe you have a red mark on an area of your body, but then an hour later it goes away. So pay attention to the body this month, because you're really shifting and your body is upgrading as well. So wow, a lot of messages coming through there. I'm also getting the name here, Christensen. I feel like there's a little bit of a lull in that. So maybe it's Christiansen, okay, or Christensen. Please take that as it resonates. Maybe it's a last name. It could be a place or a location. Now, lastly here, Libra, the High Lady of Love and Compassion. So definitely a lot of considering happening here. You're considering up your options, especially once this veil lifts and you say, wow, this is a direction I can go. I can create this destiny for myself, right? You realize you've always known that you are the map maker of your destiny, but when you're able to see at with such a level of clarity, it really changes the game here for you. So let's pull a couple of cards from the light seers to clarify. Let's take a look at some of these blocks, and especially around self-worth, because some of you, there has been rejection, abandonment, denial. There has been a feeling of not being good enough, not being able to succeed in the way that you have been taught you must succeed. I'm also getting here perfectionist tendencies, okay, self-worth within the body, within the mind as well. What do we have for blocks? Okay, Three of Wands. Three of Wands as a block is saying that there could be some sort of procrastination, some sort of delay happening where you at times fear moving forward, or you fear that your ships aren't coming in here. You can see with the Three of Wands, she's looking out there waiting for her ships to come in. But does she believe that her ships are coming in? Does she believe that she's worthy enough to be picked up here? So I feel like there is a little bit of a stalled or a delayed energy at times when it comes to you knowing your worth, and you may second guess it when you do see that ship coming in. It's almost like an illusion, right? An optical illusion, like in the desert, right? When you're so thirsty or you want something, when you're feeling scorched and your body starts to play tricks, or your mind plays tricks on you, you start to see the illusion of a water or a lake or a pond. And that's what I see happening at times, is your trick is playing, or your mind is playing tricks on you, causing you to believe in things that don't exist. And those things that don't exist are things that were based on some negative conditioning or experiences that may have lowered your self-worth. So what else do we need to know about these blocks, please? Six of Swords, you're moving on from them. You're moving towards calmer waters. The Six of Wands is a spiritual journey or transition to something better. When this shows up here, this is about freeing yourself. It's heading towards safety. It's moving on, leaving the past behind. A lot of spiritual transitioning happening here for you. So Spirit wants you to know that, yes, you're leaving behind some of those blockages that have held you back or held you in resistance for so long. Let's take a look and see how we can create more balance and trust, because we have this showing up mid-month for you. Balance and trust. What do we need to know for Libra? High Priestess, right? There's that curtain that we've been talking about in your whole reading with the High Priestess. The curtain here is being lifted. And when she lifts that curtain, she has access to that higher frequency, higher dimension. She has access directly through that crown chakra. That's what's coming in here for you. That's going to help you find a balance. Trust that the information you're receiving is for your highest good. Okay, and it's going to lead you forward with the Chariot. Look at two major arcana showing up here mid-month. So like I said, this eclipse energy around the 14th is strong, and this is all about triumphant success, right? This Chariot is bringing in a sense of maybe travel for some of you. It could even be a road trip, but it's definitely about a direction that you can trust, because the Chariot is being divinely guided and led. You can see that there's a black horse and a white horse, but they don't have reins, right? So you're trusting Spirit to lead you. And I feel like that's a huge game changer for you. There's a sense of surrender here. There's a sense of releasing control. Let's take a look and see what's showing up within the bigger picture. What do we, wow, okay. Two of Pentacles showing up. Two of Pentacles is in reverse. So anything that you felt was a distraction or imbalance, right? Work life, play life, whether this was it within your financial structure. Some of you, this is being that calm within panic or a frenetic type of energy with this Two of Pentacles. Some of you have taken on a lot and you felt like you were overwhelmed, taking on too much. You're going to now be able to see the bigger picture on what really is relevant and what's not, right? And the grand scheme of things, you're going to see that some of the things that you were worrying about, it didn't matter, or it doesn't matter. I feel like there could be unnecessary worry here as well. But now that you're able to see, now that that veil is lifted, it's like, wow, it doesn't make as big as a big of a deal, or it's not a big of a deal as maybe you thought something was, that you created in your mind, like that illusion type of energy. It's like you're finally able to lift something that has been causing a lot of that blockage or imbalance. Let's get one more for that. Clarify the Two of Pentacles, please. Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace and the Two together, this is about you being able to tap in. It's a new beginning in the material and spiritual world. It's good news when it comes to your health. It is about you being able to balance up opportunities here in the physical, tangible, material world, because you see that it's just a part of this life, right? And I don't want to say that loosely, but also we are meant to not take life so seriously. That's something we as humans do. We take life so darn seriously, and we get so uptight, and we get so worried, and we get so restricted within our energy. And we get into that fight or flight all the time, right? Where we're not meant to be in that constant state of fight or flight. So you're being gifted this opportunity to see it from a greater and higher perspective here, offering you a new beginning to create more harmony and balance in your world. Wow, Libra, beautiful messages here. Now, last but not least, let's see what messages are coming in from your animal guides. What do we need to know for Libra, please? What does Libra need to know? What messages are coming in for the month of October 2023? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, we have the macaque. Matriarchal, cordial, and hierarchy. This is really interesting here. You see that these are beautiful creatures that there's something along the lines of family here, nurturing. You can see here that they're being fed, they're being nurtured. There is a family dynamic here. There's also a hierarchy here of needs, and some of those for you are shifting with this macaque energy. So I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if not, but this is about being cordial to others as well. It's being able to know that there is a belonging, that we can be part of a greater cause, a sense of other, soul tribe and like-mindedness, and that we can work together in oneness. And that's ultimately what you seek and what you strive, Libra, for. We have Pegasus. This is the first time I've seen Pegasus come up. So this is really powerful energy about the muse, right? The muse is your creativity. It's about fame. For some of you, it's about the sacred springs. I'm really loving this energy here as well, because there is a dream type of state here. So whatever you've been dreaming about, whatever you've been wanting to manifest, I feel like you are rising above and you're seeing that this is possible. You're taking it to the next level. And I feel like you're jumping right on the back here of the Pegasus, and you're going really, really far. Some of you have really beautiful, beautiful bright blue eyes as well, or you may look into an animal's eyes that are bright, bright blue, because you can see that here with the Pegasus. You have porcupine. This is all about storytelling, ancestral wisdom, and quiet ferocity. So I definitely get here that a lot of you are healing some ancestral cycles, patterns, or dynamics. But this is like a white porcupine here. So I feel like there's a sense of innocence, a sense of renewal, a sense of starting again here, telling a new story in your lineage, in your heritage, in your bloodline. So really powerful. And lastly here, we have a couple more. You have the salmon, which Virgo also received the salmon, I believe it was. Determination, salmon swim upriver. And they're all about new ideas here, divination. And this is about you staying determined to your dreams, to your goals, because a lot is shifting here for you in a big way. Next, you have the opossum. This is all about strategy, fact finding, and curiosity. After all, Libra, you are an air sign. You are quite curious about your surroundings. That's why you're digging deep here this month. You're really questioning, what is my truth? Not the truth that society has put on me, not the truth that my family or, my heritage has put on me. What is my soul's truth? What am I here to shed light of, or here to really bring about in a powerful way? And I feel like you're learning that now. This is a strategy. You're thinking things through, but you also have the dragon. This is your final card. And the dragon with the Pegasus, I mean, you have some powerful creatures here. This is all about ancient wisdom, protector, and magic. So I like the dragon being your final message. And because you have the Muse, we're actually going to pull one last final outcome from the Muse Tarot here. But I'm also getting a message with the dragon. They're actually showing me like a dragon egg. I mean, maybe some of you are watching a movie that has a dragon in it, or a dragon egg. For others of you, this is symbolic for a magical new beginning here. This is something that maybe you never thought was possible, or maybe it was a dream that you had as a child, but maybe you said, well, those childhood dreams are just for children. That'll never happen. Well, get ready here, because you have two mystical creatures showing up here. So I feel like there's a lot of magic happening in your world. And you do have the winged wise ones. Expect angelic help. Expect miracles here, because they are showing up in big ways. Now, last but not least, let's connect to a final outcome. Any last messages or action steps from Spirit moving forward for you in the month of October? Nine of Materials, pre-Empress energy here. Beautiful. When the Nine of Pentacles shows up, this is about you creating a life that you are proud of, Libra. Creating a life of abundance, of luxury, of success, of achievement, right? This is about you being able to stop and smell the roses instead of feeling like you're going by so quickly that you only get a quick whiff of the remnants that are left over because you're going so quickly through life, right? This is about you being able to slow down a bit. It is about you being able to enjoy what you've come here to do, right? It's not taking life so quickly or so seriously. When the Nine of Pentacles shows up, you're building a sense of self-sufficiency, hard work, being proud of yourself, or you're not dependent necessarily on others financially or for your own happiness, for your own freedom. You can see that her arms are wide open, her eyes are closed, and she's feeling it. She is feeling it. She's open to receiving, and she is in that energy of the rose, which is love, which is compassion, and which is correlated with the heart chakra. So that is what I have for you, Libra. A lot of powerful, divine, magical, synchronistic messages coming through. If it resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the growth of the channel. If you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Thank you so very much, Libra, for tuning in. Lots of love.